Okay, so some of you were triggered by the Geraint Thomas, Lance Armstrong, Marco Pantani comparison. Geraint Thomas, far superior rider, far faster climber. Look how easy Geraint Thomas's face looks. He did like a 41-minute time up Alp Du Huez, which was what Lance Armstrong did in 2003. So Geraint Thomas riding as fast as 2003 Lance. But look at the fatigue. Look at the fatigue on Lance's face. It's a 2001 Alp Du Huez shot. He did about 39 something minutes, 38 whatever, 38.01. But look at the fatigue on the face, all right? Lance, look at his eyes. Imagine if Lance came to your front door with that face. Imagine if Geraint Thomas came to your front door with that face. You'd be like, oh yeah, what's up, Geraint? Like, if you didn't know who they were as cyclists, you'd be like, oh, it's just, look at the psycho face, man. Look at Lance Armstrong's psycho face. He looks like he's, look at that, man. That's effort, that's fatigue. Look at the sheen of sweat. He looks like he's about to bust his mono nut every stage win. And that is fatigue. That's the fatigue, the exertion, that release. Geraint Thomas is just like not even going full gas. Geraint Thomas, far superior rider than Lance. Look at Marco, man. Psycho, serial killer face. Look at that face. That is the face of 100% psychotic effort, right? And so Geraint Thomas winning the Tour de France, not even any real hardcore psycho effort. Look at Pantani. You can't hide that crazy effort. Pantani looks like he's just got rescued from sea. Look at his face, how fucked up he looks, all right? You can't hide fatigue. And Geraint Thomas had none this year. Okay, welcome to the video. We had Sticky Bottle. Who is faster up Alp Du Huez, Lance Armstrong or Geraint Thomas? My money is on Geraint Thomas. My money's on Geraint Thomas. My money's on Geraint Thomas that he's faster than Marco Pantani. Now, what we see that Marco did the all-time record of 37. But we don't know how the race was done that day. We don't know if they smashed every climb. We don't know how it was done. But what you do know is that Marco Pantani went all out. Geraint Thomas didn't go all out. He went all out in the sprint. And if you can sprint and put gaps into guys that much in the last few hundred meters, anyone who's a climber, anyone who's done climbing or racing knows if you can gap your opponents that much at the end of the climb, and you're not a sprinter. Geraint Thomas isn't a sprinter. He's a climber. He's a GC rider, TT rider. He's not a sprinter. All right, it's not Sagan we're talking about. This is Geraint Thomas. If you can gap someone that much in the last few hundred meters, it means you're doing it easy. So Geraint Thomas, my money would be Geraint Thomas would flog Pantani, just like Chris Froome has flogged Lance Armstrong up the Col de la Madone. I would put money on it that Geraint Thomas could do a faster time up the Madone than Lance Armstrong could this year. All right, the 1999 Lance, which was the best ever, versus, the 1999 Lance smashed it. He was just next level. And he had that incredible fitness, beat Veronk. Actually, was Veronk even there that year? I can't remember. It was Escartin. No, Veronk was there. He's in Polti. So you got Veronk, who is a 39-minute climber, And so Lance has beaten Veronk in 99, etc., flogging them all. Veronk was there in 2003, still flogging him. So, you got all these Mayo and all those guys. So Geraint Thomas is a better rider than Lance Armstrong. He's putting out more time trial wattages because we know that Chris Froome is a better rider than Wiggins. We know that Wiggins has the hour record. We know that Lance couldn't do an hour record. If he could, he would have. We know that Wiggins has. We know that Chris Froome could totally smash the hour record because we know that Chris Froome was waiting for Wiggins on the climbs back in 2012. So it's that hierarchy there. Whoever beats who has got that absolute potential. We know that Richie Porte could flog Marco Pantani. Unfortunately, Richie Porte has some terrible bad luck in the last few Tour de France's, and I don't feel that Richie Porte has the emotional strength to be able to deal with the media pressure that comes now with being a GC rider. And that's not me sledging or anything like that. Chris Froome is strong in the head. Geraint Thomas strong in the head. Lance Armstrong strong in the head. Anyone who can handle all these doping accusations, getting spit at, urine thrown at him, and still push out 450 watts, that's pretty hardcore, man. That's pretty hardcore. So I feel that even though Richie Porte has the best climbing times of them all, faster than Lance Armstrong, faster than Froome, I feel that, Richie Porte doesn't have the emotional muscle to really deal with it. Same with, we've got Cadel Evans is up there as well with times. I think Cadel could do it physiologically, but I don't think Cadel could deal with. Let's say if Cadel was Chris Froome today. Chris Froome dealing with all that hate he got from Bernard Hinault, he had a nation against him pretty much. Chris Froome had like a nation against him, in France. Going to France and having people spit at you, that's pretty hardcore. So Chris Froome be able to overcome that and still perform, pretty impressive. We have Pierre Roland, who did it in 41 minutes. What time did Geraint Thomas do it in? Did he do it in a Lance Armstrong 2003 time? We know that Geraint Thomas could have gone a lot faster. And that proof of that is that he sprinted in the last bit. If you're on the limit, you can't sprint. You can't put bike lengths into people, If your name's Peter Sagan, you can do that. But where was Peter Sagan on Alp Du Huez? Where would he ever be on Alp Du Huez? He would be right off the back. Geraint Thomas is an incredible climber. I would say he's faster than Pantani. If you put Pantani, 94 Pantani, 97 Pantani, and Geraint Thomas would go up the hill quicker. Look how fresh he looked in the face. I mean, here we go. Look at Pantani. Pantani looks totally off his chops, just totally on the absolute limit. Geraint Thomas looked like he was holding back. He's like, oh my God, I just went out to Wes. Jesus, this is pretty full on. Yeah, he was holding back. Let's have a look at the faces. So this is from stage 12. This has been the yellow jersey. Look how fresh he looks. It's just on the Alp Du Huez. Look how fresh he looks, man. There's no flushing of the face. He's still got a wedding ring on there. Like, his skin tone and his back of his hands is not even flustered. There's no whiteness in wearing the gloves. Like, he's just, he looks fresh as. This is him coming across the line. Let's have a look at the face. Look at that. You know what I mean? Like, look at Geraint Thomas's face. All right, he's like, yeah, got this. And then you got Pantani. Massive difference. So Pantani has got the psycho, all-out Brussels sprout, gave everything. Riding for his life, just that full-on, passion face. And Geraint Thomas is just, just going, yeah, he's going for a town sign bunch sprint. He's doing it that easy. Let's have another picture coming up here. See, look at that. Like, he's smiling, man. He's like, yeah, I want it. You know what I mean? Like, he's smiling. There's a big difference between smiling across the line and this face. So this is the all-out face. This is like, I just won it. I beat my mates to the line. There's a big difference there. So Geraint Thomas wasn't even close to going all out. He's smiling, man. He's like so stoked. He's like, oh, you're one Alp Du Huez. He's doing it. He's got his jersey zipped right up. I guess he did it for the line, so did Pantani. But I don't even think he zipped it up for the line. He didn't. No, he didn't, because he was sprinting. So he's still got his jersey zipped up all the way. Earlier on, he had it unzipped, but he zipped it up in the last bit. So he's not even. I mean, Froome's got it zipped up. So this is just more proof that Froome and Geraint Thomas were going pretty casual with their faces. Look at Roglic, what his name is, Primo's got his jersey all the way unzipped. He's got your diaphragm popping out. Froome's got his jersey zipped up. Look at Froome's face. Look at Geraint Thomas's face. They're going through flares and shit. This is about winning the Bali crashes. So doing it easy, smiling up Alp Du Huez. So look at that face. That is a face of a relaxed rider. So there's no way Geraint Thomas is even on the limit. Now let's go to Lance Armstrong's face, Alp Du Huez. Alp Du Huez. So what's going on behind me here? Alp Du Huez, Lance Armstrong.
Carbs, carb the fuck up, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up. Corn, rice, potatoes, yams, bananas, mangoes, dates, plantain, melons, blueberries, blackberries, mulberries. Get them motherfucking carbohydrates in. Go vegan, motherfuckers. Carb the fuck up, the fuck up, the fuck up, the fuck up.